ladies and gentlemen, gather up. We are headed into our quarterfinal, first men's quarterfinals with Laguna Beach. First player for Laguna Beach, Troy Field, Wyatt Harrison, Nick Amado, and Alex Ukkelberg. For Hermosa, we have Derek Bradford, Logan Weber, Hagen Smith, and Devon Johnson.
And we are about to get underway here for the first men's quarterfinal matchup of the day, and that's going to be a SoCal battle. We've got Laguna Beach taking on Hermosa Beach. Plenty of thoughts from both of those communities about each other, I'm sure. On the side of Laguna Beach, we've got Nick Amado, Troy Field, Alex Ukkelberg, and Wyatt Harrison. On the side of Hermosa, Hagen Smith, Logan Weber, Derek Bradford, and Devon Johnson. If you're just joining us, I'm Nick England, joined by Michael Klinsman, and we are bringing you City versus City, the grudge match to end all grudge matches, 4v4 volleyball all weekend long out of Humble, Texas.
It's going to be a high-flying game. Some incredible athletes on both sides of this net. Exhibit A.
Yeah, definitely excited. Nick Amado has been firing on all cylinders. This is one of those matches full of a bunch of new names really succeeding right now in the AVP. We saw, Weber and Smith both qualifying for the AVP League, really making a name for themselves early on this year. Nick Amado made one of his first main draws with his appearance at Hermosa. So both these, kind of full of some rising stars, names that we've known for a while maybe, but really making a name for themselves here. Laguna this morning already battled through a very, very close three-set during their knockout match. They won that one 15-13. Some close calls at the end of the game there that we saw on hand. So plenty of excitement to come this way. The physicality up front, we've got Troy Field and Nick Amado just anchoring that team over there, but Ukkelberg stepping in, doing a great job with the hands, and I can't say enough about Wyatt Harrison as well, brings plenty of firepower. They've messed around with who's kind of where and what lanes, whether Troy's running out of the middle or Wyatt, but Nick Amado has been taking the majority of the swings. He has been the highlight reel of this team for sure so far. On the side of Hermosa, though, they were efficient yesterday. They took first in their pool, so they have not had to play yet this morning. They are very fresh, so we're excited to see what they can do. Now, when I take a quick look back, if I'm not mistaken, everybody else from their bracket yesterday already eliminated. So they are the last standing survivor from their pool yesterday. So they got a little bit to defend, but we'll see if they're able to handle it. It's a great matchup. Hermosa versus Laguna underway now. Ukkelberg is going to start us off 0-0.
Alex is an incredible defender. Like his lineup, his center of gravity defensively is incredible.
Not quite as good as the net there. That one doesn't quite clear it. I believe that was, you said that was Bradford right on the side over there. Yeah. Devon Johnson's going to be playing out of the middle with Logan Weber overhead. Hagen Smith's got the hands. Ukkelberg with the same target. And there's that Ukkelberg defense early on. Hagen Smith with the option. Huge turn and swing on 2 from Smith.
What a high set to the outside, too, and Derek going up and grabbing it. What a vert that guy has.
Yeah, very, very physical. Good pass from Harrison. Double block, uses the outside hand there, catches Bradford chasing him to the pin.
Wyatt has such a big offensive window for setting, too. Like his timing, he can really do anything with any set.
Harrison with a spin. Overpass, easy opportunity. Amado gets the set. This one's outside, goes lefty to save it, and save it he does. Hagen Smith goes for that option once again. Looking for hands, doesn't catch him. Well, a little bit of chaos here from the side of Laguna, but the physicality of Amado just enough to bring that one back. Harrison will continue at a 3-1 lead for Laguna. Nice pass from Bradford. Weber is dug. Tight ball at the net. Amado's dug by Smith. Bradford hammers away again, dug by Ukkelberg just wide. There is no shortage of power from these swings.
Truly.
Just haymaker after haymaker.
What a perfect game to watch. I love a heavyweight battle like this.
Devon Johnson working him short on the float. Amado gets one of his first big swings, crushes that one line. And that's going to bring Troy Field back to the service line.
Troy was using a lot of a high, deep float yesterday. We'll see what he goes with today.
Top spin off the rip, leaves that one short. And that's going to be the side swap at 4-3. With Laguna maintaining the lead, but serving swap over to Hermosa.
So happy for Logan and Hagen making the AVP league. So big time for their development and growth as players.
Yeah, they've been right at that precipice for so long. So to get in there, it's a good look for them. Missed serve, not quite so much. Weber sends that one long, but maybe a nitpicky thing. I'd rather see the miss long than the miss in the net. Give it a chance, let that ball run, see if anyone goes after it. And Amado goes for the float.
Pass.
Oh, that one looked like it might have been careening out of bounds, but Nick Amado throws a hand, gives Bradford a lifeline.
Going with the German float at the line, tossing in high contact float.
Targeting Amado, good pass, and Amado gets the set. And the big block from the duo of Weber and Johnson. They're making full swing blocks. So they're different than any other team. They're lining up neutral, middle of court, and they're looking for as many swing blocks pin to pin. That's exhausting, but if you're in shape and ready to make the move, it's working out very well for them. Amado gets worked short and a huge hustle from Ukkelberg, but not enough. Great target selection off the serve.
They're contacting that float serve at such a high point. It's making it break super hard. That's tough for any passer.
Tight ball by Field, picked up by Hagen, chipped back over by Weber. Opportunity come for Laguna. Amado out of system, goes for the chippy and beats Bradford. Both sides really making each other work. And even though Hagen's got a lot of the setting responsibilities here, he is a defensive demon back there. So he's really working and helping keep those, that back line alive. 6-6. Ukkelberg catches Bradford. Looked like a little bit of a 1-2. He thought it might have been going out. Then it hits his right side of his platform while it's outside the left side of his body. Tricky, Ukkelberg. Swaps it up, but gets a very similar result. Aces back-to-back. Best hand in poker and not bad to have here.
The serve and pass game showing itself super strong off rip here.
Ukkelberg continues through the side swap with a nice 8-6 lead. Targeting Bradford. Lots of chaos. Huge dig by Ukkelberg. That one goes just wide. A lot of first jumps and second jumps there from Amado and Field trying to keep that alive. Bradford, calm, cool, collected. Very well played. Front row up on the left side there by Bradford.
Great body control in the air by Hagen, floating up with the jump set.
Hagen misses that two-handed hybrid toss. Doesn't quite get that one to catch, sends it long. This is some of the most jump serving we have seen on one court. Both these teams with multiple guys ready to go up and after it. And here's Harrison hitting his. Gets the result right off the rip. Bradford is undeniably the target for Laguna. They found their guy and they want to make him pass as many balls as they can. It also helps when they're cross court like this. He's giving himself the longest diameter of the longest line on the court to hit that serve. Touch by Ukkelberg, but that's going to be a nice point for Bradford, wasting no time to get that side out point.
Nick, if you're Derek in that corner, what adjustments are you making as a passer to try to counter them like relentlessly targeting you on the left side?
It's tough on the jump serve. You really just got to get in there and just play for the high ball, get a touch. If you've got anything that slows down, nice swing from Bradford. No blocker, no problem, puts that one down. But if anytime you see a slower serve, maybe a float serve, Hagen, step in, help pinch that seam, make that a much smaller target, and really make teams work more. Maybe miss wide on that sideline, but don't give them Bradford easy as a target. Troy Field now swinging through. Double block well formed in front of him. Not sure that one cleared or not. Doesn't matter. Found the court on the side of Laguna all the same. That's going to be a big point there for Hermosa. Tying us up at 10s apiece. Field takes first ball, back set to Harrison. Great dig, opportunity here from Hagen. Goes long cross court, butter set, better swing. Logan, Weber, Hagen, Smith. You might think they've done that before. What a connection, bringing us to the 21-point technical timeout.
What a bump set from a different zip code over there.
Absolutely.
What a play.
That's a timely break. Everyone's going to go stop and think about that one. If you're Laguna, that one's just ingrained in your head, burned in there. You're going to play that one 3 times over. What an effort by Smith to Weber. Both these teams, that last match, you know, you love the effort. A little bit of an uncontested matchup that we just saw. So to go straight into this, no one is wasting any time, you know, getting up to speed, throwing the big punches, taking the big swings, and we're seeing it from all 4 guys on both sides of the court. It is not just a one-man story on either side. We're seeing a lot of effort. Ukkelberg, you said it from the get-go, how good he is on defense. He is touching everything. Hagen Smith continuing to deliver with money sets time and time again. Great to see some of the smaller guys be huge role players here.
Absolutely. Like, what an anchor for both teams, too, to have that option. And Hagen introducing, like, such a unique variable with that option swing.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 already, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's just, you know, 4-man front row.
Truly.
Float serve targets Field, back set to Harrison. Oh, he goes hard angle. Buckle up, Logan. That one's coming with a vengeance for him.
On the plus side, great defensive positioning by Logan.
Yeah, he knew where he needed to be.
Truly.
Get those palms up. And there he is. Man, we've seen that time and time again. Someone they get bested. Someone just gets an ace off them. They come back. Huge swing right back.
Yes.
Weber wasting absolutely no time to get his point back, and a nice side out from the right side. Back set, there it is. Harrison with another big rip. We're seeing the teams go after Troy Field here a little bit more in serve receive. They started with Amado. They got him a couple times. I'm a little surprised to see them shift that. Troy is passing perfect so far.
Me as well. I think it's interesting to experiment with where they're starting their serve from whenever they were so successful from this left to their deep right corner.
Wow, one-man block with Field, three-man shift. There was a lot of line there, a lot of faith that Troy was going to take that one away, but little miscommunication. Huge swing on the left side for Bradford there. Targets Field once again.
Wow.
Nick Amado goes OT the double block of Johnson and Weber.
Troy with a great pass on that ball.
Time and time again, yeah, he's really dialed in right now.
Score is 13-13. 13-13.
Little conversation right now, getting the scoreboards all ironed out. We are, in fact, split 13-13. No better score to reflect the absolute battle going on right now on the court. Alex Ukkelberg to float, but leaves that one short. Having your serving target is only so good as you can hit them. If you, leave that one short, tough spot. But they're now on the side out defensive. Smith works Harrison. Amado OT gets the touch there on Weber.
Logan with an honesty play. We saw that play out 2 games ago where the honesty paid out. Love that for them.
Yeah, the other thing, I'm a big believer. Sometimes when you're feeling it, you really slow the game down. You get everyone on your team arguing, or you just get out of your own zone and your own kind of just, flow state. Just let it go. Just whatever keeps the game moving. If you're really liking where you're at. Hey, if you're down a couple points though, take the breather, play the game. But Harrison answers back brilliantly. He's been working both left and right on that jump serve, not just working from one location. And that's his second, maybe third ace of the set so far.
He has chosen a great game to pop off this game. He's 4 for 4 on swings.
And there it is. Back-to-back aces. We said it earlier. That's the second time Laguna is picking them up. And that's going to force the timeout on the side of Hermosa as we go to 16-14 with the end of set number 1 looming.
Oh, a fake timeout. No.
Well, whistle was blown for timeout. A little bit of discussion here that no timeout was desired. Hermosa's got their helmets on. They're ready to battle through, so we are going to continue with play here.
So accurate with that cross-court jumper.
No touch from Troy Field. That one left short for Bradford. And that will, in fact, bring the timeout. They were hoping to battle through, but you got to cool Harrison down. He is smashing that jump serve 3 times in a row. Anything to get him to just take a little bit off. There's a lot to deal with there for the side of Hermosa.
I agree. And it looks like we're staying in the same spots, like our 3 back haven't made shift adjustments or little micro adjustments that we can make to get Wyatt out of a little bit more uncomfortable with that cross-court jumper. Maybe force a shift so that he looks a lot more comfortable down the line. Maybe we could throw him off.
And the hard part with that, though, when you, the counterpoint there is ideally the longest line should have the most time to react. So that's where you're relying on Weber has the most time. You're hoping he can do a little bit more, because if Harrison starts smashing line with that serve is going to come so quick to Bradford that it's going to be near impossible for him to get a good pass on that. So it's a little give and take, maybe some shifts, maybe shore up some seams. I don't know, heck, with Hagen Smith back there, maybe you go to a 4-man serve receive for one of them just to get him out of that rip. We saw several teams using that throughout the tournament, whether they'd go 3 deep or 4 deep. plenty of times you're used to running up as a setter anyway from playing doubles, so I don't think it's a bad option if they're really getting pinched, but we'll see what they go for here. Weber sticking into it. Looks like he's going to shift on toss maybe over to the line. No, he doesn't. Leaves it. Another bit of trouble. Roll shot. Ukkelberg to Field. Field roll shot over. Picked up. Smith betters the ball. Tight ball. And that one is absolutely hammered away by Johnson.
The other team expressing that there's a no roll shot policy in this game today. Yep, funny chirp. I love that.
Johnson float serves Harrison. Off the high hands for Nick Amado, working that deep corner. (18-15). Hermosa's really going to have to start working and chipping away at this lead, because right now Laguna can just hold, battle their way, coast into a nice set one win. Fake option, good jump set there. Good swing on the backside. That's where you see that connection. We've talked about it all day long. Smith and Weber, they know how to find each other. Connection pays off brilliantly, and the most timely point right there. Weber catches Field. Ukkelberg throws one up for Amado, who smashes line. Dug by Weber. And there's a huge block from the middle blocker out of Long Beach State. Nick Amado seals that with his left. Troy Field and Nick Amado is a blocking duo I do not wish on anyone. That's going to bring us to 19-16. They're one of the teams that has done the best job of stopping the middle. Amado has been taking a lot of responsibility there to slow down that middle route attack. And there's the ace to back it all up. That is ace number 5 for Laguna. They are really putting the pressure in from the service line, whether it be their big topspin servers or float servers. Across the board, they're doing a nice job chipping away.
They have such a good balance of like float service pressure and topspin pressure. It makes it tough for anybody in serve receive.
Amado goes to that two-handed hybrid, sends it long. Bradford's opened up a couple runs himself here as well. Last time he was having success targeting Amado short, getting him passing outside his center line. But there's that shift from Field to help take that away. And a line swing, good read by Weber, but a better swing by Amado, and that's gonna be set number 1, 21-17. This one is bringing the energy, but plenty more coming, high stakes. One set could separate Laguna Beach from heading to the semifinals. Will Hermosa battle back? We'll see in just 2 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere.
Go, guys.
Back in from the baseline here, getting ready for set number 2, 0-0 Laguna Beach versus Hermosa Beach. If you're joining us right now, we are coming to you live from Humble, Texas. My name is Nick England, and I'm joined here by Michael Klinsman, and we are back in action with Hagen Smith, starting us off with an ace banger. All gas, no brake.
best way to play this game, 100%. Such a powerful step close into that ball, generating so much momentum.
And there's the power. That one goes a bit long.
Yeah, sure.
He's going for that that hybrid, you know, two-hand. There's no spin on his toss, and then he goes for pure top spin. It does give him the option, if he doesn't like a toss, he can go into a float out of that. Gives him a little bit of dynamic selective choice, you know, that he can go for there. Weber is the target.
No.
Dug by Field. Ukkelberg to Field. Recycle. Nope, that one went over, but nobody home to pick that one up. I think this is the hard part. I've been a little critical of some of the teams going for that aggressive option, kind of jump, set, fake. If you miss location when you have 3 hitters, it is a very criminal error. It's very difficult to come back from. You've got to find your guys if you're the setter here. Just like he did there. Nice set connection to Bradford from Smith, attacking that line. No dig from Harrison.
I love to see how high they're contacting this ball. It's like the 4th wide up the pin.
Yeah, you mentioned that from Bradford off the rip, and it's so true. He is just so physical on the left side. They really got to keep getting him activated.
Agreed. Wyatt back at it again. Same energy from that first set. Unreal side out percentage right now.
I said earlier that Nick Amado was, you know, when I was kind of scanning this team, that he had so much offensive load, but Harrison is the man to watch right now. He is crushing from this team right now. Service line as well. That's a great handle by Weber. And a quick attempt there from Devon Johnson. Amado, that's his speed. The indoor middle blocker is ready for that quick one. Not chasing that one, and it sails long. Another big serve. Harrison is a man on fire right now. Just absolutely crushing the ball. That's going to be our 7-point side switch. Again, I saw a timeout indicated. I don't think there is one. Just the side switch. So Harrison is a man on fire. See if he can continue it from the other side of the court here. Launches that one into court number 2.
No touch indicated by Logan Weber in the deep corner.
Keep things important, you know, relevant, lighthearted. In case anyone was uncertain about that.
Truly.
Weber returns fire into Troy Field there. We said it early, guys were getting maybe beat on a point and they were just wasting no time. Weber right back at that one, you know, just going back, getting his ace. See if he can generate another one here for Hermosa. Amado gets a chance, the double block. Makes an easy dig for Smith. Smith gets a chance to swing. Off the net, Ukkelberg's got the wheels. Wow. They're gonna get the time, free ball opportunity. Taken by Johnson. Smith to Bradford, drugged by Field, and it's coming from Ukkelberg. The rally continues, tight joust at the net. Amado resets backside, covered, one-handed outside. Amado roll shots to keep it live, dug by Weber. Option from 2, Doug kept alive, ball is live, and falls here. Floor mics are hot and heavy. I'll fill you in just a second in case you missed it. There's some colorful language coming through. That's exactly why those mics are there. You are not missing a bit of energy. The confusion there was after Hagen dug the first, there was a second contact. Third one coming back to Hagen, they called ball dead. It was still live. It didn't end up clearing the net, but at the end of the day, as long as the whistle blew before we knew how it ended, that was the point of contestation. I understand where they're coming from. Laguna's gonna smile and take that one to the back line.
Definitely some healthy emotions after a rally like that. Great swing.
Yep. Bradford letting his game do his talking right there. Absolutely buries that one into the hard angle. Nice point for Hermosa, 5-6. We talk about emotion. Some guys really thrive on getting fired up. Some guys lose that edge a little bit. So you got to know who you are as a player. You got to be able to temper that with the game state. Heads up play by Hermosa to stay locked in. Good save by Ukkelberg. Amado banging out from the out of system set. Good fix. Option sends it deep.
Great up by Logan.
Dug by Field. Amado swings out of system and way out of bounds. Launches that one with nothing but backspin. Hermosa showing some grit there. The boys were tracking everything down.
I love the next point mentality from both teams. We just like full send every single new point. It's fun to watch.
There's a lot of step close going on. If that ball's up, they are ready to rip. Pass from Field. Nice dig by Hagen out of the side of the court. And a great finish by Logan Weber. Beats that Langle swing going just outside of the block. Nobody home and middle back. And just like that, a three-point swing goes from 4-6 to 7-6. Bradford down the line to Amado. Set was a little behind, but Harrison doing an elegant job working the feet first, getting his body behind that.
Again, the story of Harrison this game has been unreal. Hitting literally everything terminal. It's incredible.
Bradford and Harrison just going, swing for swing right now. See who's going to step up from either one of these, either side to kind of help complement that huge offensive effort. One of the adjustments here, if you hadn't seen recently, FIVB has adjusted hand setting rules basically to follow indoor. So as long as you're setting your team, no doubles called. So a little bit looser on the hands. That's been the approach for this tournament, is start getting in line with that set of rules. So that's where you see some of these looser calls on the hands. Let the guys play, be physical, and go after it. What a rip from Bradford. Troy Field doing the YMCA at the net with a full spread eagle block, but just not taking enough space. Always more angle for Bradford. Hagen hammers that hybrid and finds the option, but Nick Amado controlling a lot of ping pong right there. Quick ones and twos. Heads up play by Amado. Hagen Smith covering the entire back line by himself right there and just can't find them all.
Truly. Nick has been so solid. It plays in 50-50, like on top of the net.
Yes.
So patient.
Good pass by Bradford. One-on-one.
Wow.
And you're even seeing it there. Troy Field fakes that he's going to take line, full dive commit back into the angle. All three defensive guys in the angle, they are full committing, and Bradford still scores with absolute ease. Harrison squeaks that one through. Troy Field unloads. Smith in the right spot, but just too much heat to handle.
What a heads-up play by Troy there to step close on that ball. Upsetting the normal flow of the game to get the point.
Good spin taken by Johnson. Overhead to Weber. Ukkelberg pursues, not enough. I have to say, already due to the nature of the rules with not doubling, overhead setting is in general already harder, but to full set like a 5 indoor, just fully launched back for Hagen Smith to set that clean for that connection to Weber it's a piece of art, man. It looks so good. Weber very displeased with that serve, sends that one long by about 1.5 feet, and that's going to send them down 1 point into the technical timeout at 21 points, 11-10. We're going to take a breather because this one's not only all gas on the court, it's all gas on the mic. Grab a drink. We'll be right back.
Try serving. Yeah.
More action heading our way here. If you're just joining us, you are coming in for the first men's quarterfinal match in City versus City. This is Laguna Beach versus Hermosa Beach, a battle for the beaches out of SoCal. And there's a name we have been saying all day long, Derek Bradford, making that yellow hat look like a fashion statement because he is flexing out there right now.
You can see the confidence in the how bouncy his approach is right now. It's unreal. Love to see them succeed.
Field is the target. Ukkelberg has to send that one tight pass.
Wow, what a dig with the teacup.
And there it is, Devon Johnson, a name we haven't said a ton, but every time we do, he's producing a great step up and swing right there. Targeting Field once again. High in the middle of the court, gives an Amado a swing, misses that swing wide left. And the lead is starting to develop for Hermosa. For as well as Field was passing, sometimes this is one of those long-term strategies. You know, they had the belief that Field would eventually start to break down on his passing. He's struggled a little bit more here in set 2, and Bradford is just continuing to work him. Field wins that matchup, and that's the result. Nick Amado goes to Pound Town, straight down.
Troy doing a great job of creating space and getting that platform forward and creating that angle. Textbook stuff. Well done.
Yeah, because I'd rather miss high in the middle of the court than over the net, especially with Ukkelberg's size. It's a tough matchup, and he's managing well in those situations, but setting from 15 feet off is a lot easier. Hagen gets dug on the option. Amado takes swing 3. And for a man that has been untouchable all tournament long, he has struggled here today. He's missing several swings long. Definitely going to be looking for Harrison to kind of continue steadying the boat, get Amado in his groove. If you've got out of systems, I might be looking to Field up the middle, Harrison on the backside. Tough miss from Hagen, but the amount of pressure he generates, you know, if he gets to his second and third serve, it's a good look.
Yes. I love that adjustment you were talking about, Nick, because Wyatt has been absolutely unstoppable on that right side. If we can run Troy out of the middle and get Wyatt opened up, might be prudent. Great block, Troy.
The slunk man himself throws a left hand, throws a prayer, shuts it down. Huge block on the right side. The first time we've seen Bradford stopped all day long.
I love the joyful countenance after a really good block. It's the compassion is good.
Troy always keeps it light. He knows how to compete, but just even keeled at all times. We talked about mental errors. Low ball coming over. Nick Amado finds the net, tries to just do a quick hammer fist on that ball, but no luck. Lucky break for the side of Hermosa, but Amado's got to get out of his head here.
Wow, what a pass.
Double block, off the hands, and there it is.
He heard your critique. I love that.
I mean,
yeah.
he's a big-time player.
Yeah.
He's played in some of the biggest stadiums indoor now, making his emergence, you know, really doing well on the beach. He knows how to step up in those big moments.
Come on!
Uncharacteristic miss so far here from Harrison, who's been lights out.
Logan back to serve, really known for his kindness in the community. Like so many people have really good experiences meeting him. It's a good name to have.
So does that roll shot. Hagen Smith head-to-head with Troy Field. Huge play. I have to say, the way that he plays in the out-of-system moments where there's a lot of chaos, he brings the calmness to Hermosa, whether it's going up, swinging on two, it's maybe pulling a block with kind of that fake and going to a hitter, or in that case, just hammering a ball through a huge block. Hagen's been doing it all here on the court. One-handed set by Ukkelberg to Amado. That one runs the marathon along the top of the tape from Bradford and just does not drop.
That could be one of the longest tape journeys I've ever seen of a ball. That's crazy.
In the words of Forrest Gump, it was running.
Troy back to serve with the tape trickler.
Man, some would argue that is 2 unlucky breaks in a row, and it's all to do with the tape. So, you know, Hermosa might be looking around, seeing who set this one up.
Truly.
17s apiece late here in the second. There it is again. Bradford just continues to swing at the peak of the block. He is on top of Amado, swinging down on that ball. And there's that entire 3-man defensive shift. So as soon as that ball trickles down Amado's back, there is no defender on his half of the court to help pick that one up. So great read by Bradford. Amado targeted. Ukkelberg goes on 2. Good pickup by Bradford. Weber tries to step close. That one gets a little inside of him and leaves it short. 18s apiece. Both teams refusing to give an inch on this one, but a reminder, it is set 2. Set 1 already went the way of Laguna, so if they're able to find their way to 21 first, that's going to be the ball game. Hermosa's got to lock in right now. Smith to Bradford. And there's the slowdown. Troy Field, once again, his left hand is paying the rent today.
The battle of Troy at the net. What a great diving left hand there.
Good pass by Johnson. Bradford goes up again. And this time, Nick Amado, say it with your chest. No left hand there to protect him as he gets lit up as the off blocker.
There's so little time to react to how powerfully they're hitting this ball.
Throw the chest back, put the palms to the ceiling and hope.
Yes, lots of hope.
Amado gets the swing into the double block off high hands, but nobody home to chase that one down. 20-19, huge opportunity here for Ukkelberg. Can he take this one home?
Amado, arguably the best hitter we've seen on a double block this whole day. He's been so effective whenever they seal with 2.
Got to go to Bradford. He's your money man, but Ukkelberg gets the dig. An opportunity for Laguna. Ukkelberg drops it short. Hagen goes for option, picked up by Field. A little help from the net. Amado bangs it, and that one goes long. The hustle for Hermosa pays off. 20-20. A little bit more life into the game here for Hermosa. All game long, they go Troy Field, Nick Amado, Troy Field, Nick Amado, and at 20-20, they target Harrison and their work pays off. Play the long game. It's not just about the single point. Wow, what a play there from Hermosa. Quick breather here, coming to an epic conclusion at a 21-20 lead for Hermosa. Can they send this to 3? You're gonna have to wait and see. We'll be right back. Back into the action with a 1-point lead. Just crawls over the tape. Field to Amado off the high hands, and that's going to work once again. You talked about it recently. A massive success that Amado's had. While he might have struggled in other situations, into the double block, he is absolutely taking them to work. Maybe just put one blocker up there and let him swing and see what happens.
I agree.
In that high ball situation, he is winning the game. We got plenty more action coming your way after this. We're going to have Del Mar taking on Houston North before we swap back over and get 2 more exciting women's matches following that. I'd like to put in a bid for the net being the MVP of set number 2 right now. It is decided for huge points here.
I agree. I'm down to give the trophy right now, the way it's been played.
Johnson gets behind that one. Opportunity for Weber. Off the chest.
Oh, good hustle.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Throw the palms up, throw the chest back, and use the surfboard. The torso is the biggest platform you got. Ukkelberg makes the attempt, but too much heat from Weber. Great rip on the right side.
Incredible presence and courage to open up to that ball, too. Don't know if I would have the same in that environment.
Tuck the chin, turn your head to the side, and just, throw a prayer. Weber leaves that one short. Might just rip the jersey off his chest. 2 untimely missed serves from him. And that's going to put us back at match point. Match point number 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. Wow, great pass.
Smith to Bradford. Troy Field with the 3rd block, and the 3rd one was enough. That's going to do it here in the Battle of the Beach. Laguna takes down Hermosa in 2 straight sets. 24-22 to end that one off, and that means they're heading to the semifinals tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned if you want to see them take on another matchup tomorrow. As for Hermosa Beach, that will do it for their time here in Texas. It's been great seeing them battle it out all the way. Huge win for the boys. For myself, I'm Nick England. I'm with Michael Klinsman. We're going to be right back here with another matchup, Del Mar, Houston North. Don't go anywhere.
Thank y'all again for joining us. We appreciate it.